Well, okay, so apparently there's Amy has an update on Ruby Frankie. I'll cover that later. I'll take a look at that next. But I'm going to cover this one because what he's talking about is what happened last Saturday night when he was live streaming. And he was covering Eugenia live streaming. Some of the things that happened that night was she was first, I think, just talking to her audience and kind of responding to chat comments and stuff like that. Then she was trying to figure out where her mom was, but then like Jeffrey popped up online. So she's like, well, fuck that. I don't, obviously, mom's probably just asleep on the couch. Like, whatever. Not important anymore, right? And then she ended up in a battle with Jeffrey and two other people. And there was a lot of people showing up in the chats of every single person on that battle, dropping Jordy's name. And apparently that's a trigger for her. I happened to put a video out, I think the day before or somewhere around the same time frame. And overnight, she was so triggered by this. I can only assume it was her. Because I don't know who else would even care about a small channel like me. Sometime overnight after that live stream, I got a harassment strike for a video that I covered on Eugenia. And I was able to get it removed within about 24 hours. It took a little bit of time. I had to use Twitter to actually communicate with YouTube staff because their form is terrible. If you're trying to appeal a strike, you only get like one sentence and it's all automated, right? So they're like, we reviewed your video again and we still agree that it's against the terms of service. Well, that's impossible. You could not have reviewed my video again in the amount of time that I got that email back. Like, it's just physically impossible. So that was an automated process. So I had to go through Twitter to say, can you please take a look at this, because I am basically doing a react video to a celebrity. Now Jordy in this video is calling her an influencer. That's kind of the same thing, really. Celebrity, influencer. If a lot of people know who you are and could recognize you on the street, that's kind of where it goes. But I think the important thing here is talking about her being an influencer. She is not properly disclosing every single time that she advertises Jeffree Star Cosmetics. She's not. Period. And I think that's going to come to bite her in the ass at some point, which might be the best thing for her, because I don't think this social media presence for Eugenia Cooney is at all healthy for her, especially because she appears to be losing even more weight. She looks like a 90-year-old woman at this point, and her personality is getting even worse. Like, she's becoming like, people used to feel sorry for her, and now people feel like she's just a mean girl. She's becoming like part of Regina George's crew from Mean Girls. And it's becoming more and more difficult to sympathize or empathize with her ED plight, right? It's becoming much more difficult. And the more she puts this content out there that, yes, look how hot I am in my skeletal body, and says, if you don't like it, just go to another channel. No, Eugenia, some of us are parents who actually monitor what our kids can potentially see. You do understand this, right? that if it's supposed to be our responsibility to make sure that objectionable content is not presented in front of our kids, then we're the ones who have to review it and report it. You do get that, right? Like you were not dumb. You were, well, maybe, I don't know.
Communicate to help get through. It's a lot of patience and understanding. And I think that Eugenia realizes that she has that on people, and she tries to take it up to a certain limit. It's like, okay, well, how patient and how understanding can you be with me? How much can I get away with? How much can I post that you won't ever cross the line and, call me out? So I think for me and some of you watching these videos, I think that we are the people that have crossed that line. She has tested our patience, and she has tested our...
Yeah, because she doesn't realize that there's an entire spectrum of people who watch what's happening on social media. She doesn't get this at all. She doesn't realize that there are parents out there who are looking at content like that and saying, is that appropriate for my child? Right? Should that be out there? Should that be age restricted? These are the things that parents think about. And, us responsible parents are the ones who are saying, no, she should not be online. Especially because, first of all, I just want to get this one out of the way right now. Every single time that Jeffree Star and Eugenia Cooney make fun of immigrants or people from foreign countries, like the Syrian refugee, whatnot, and say that they are scammers, what the hell do you think you are? How are you any different? You guys are literally doing the same thing. You are getting on a program that is a gambling program for kids, and you're telling them to donate money to you. So how is it different for them that they're scammers but you're not? That's some bullshit. You're all scammers. The platform shouldn't even exist.
Understanding. She has tested our frustration. She has tested a whole range of our emotions to the point that we are beyond the little facade. And that's kind of what hasn't necessarily happened for other people. They see Eugenia Cooney and they think like, oh, geez, this is terrible, this is horrible. But yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that really fucking hurts my heart that they are demonizing brown and black people. That hurts my heart. And the only ones that they accept into their ilk are the ones who are, well, I'm rich, I have a huge following, I've lived in America for a long time, so I don't have an accent, right? Right, Barbs? Forehead, eyes, and nose. That chick needs some reading glasses. Fuck's sake.
Okay, next up, I want to talk about my opinion in regards to Eugenia being conscious of knowing what makes people upset. She can sit on the pink couch and she can say, I don't know why Jordy's mad. I don't know why all those people on YouTube are so upset with me. I know that there's a lot of people on the internet that don't like me. I know. But to truly feign ignorance to the point where she doesn't understand any of the concepts or any of the grounds of why people might be upset with her, I'm not buying that. I think Eugenia knows why people are upset at some of the things that she does online, but
oh, of course she does, because if you've watched some of, which you have, Jordy, if you watch some of the more recent videos, there's a lot of snark in her voice when she's speaking about these concerns about her health and so on and so forth. There is a lot of snark in her voice. She is absolutely rejecting the idea that she needs to make any changes. And that, I mean, like, there's a lot of sick people in the world who are unwilling to change their behavior and be better people. She is one of these people. She's unwilling to change her behavior because she's making money on it. Everybody seems to be happy with this situation. Her mom, her brother, her dad, nobody's like stepping in and saying, you know what, I'm concerned for your well-being. Nobody's fucking saying that that's close to her. Jeffrey's out there being like, oh, but you're selling my makeup, so this is good. This is good, right? Barb's will do whatever Jeffrey tells her to do because she's just a tag along. I mean, Barb's, have some self-fucking respect.
She plays the ignorant fool. What are you talking about? She plays the gaslighter. So when we are seeing Eugenia do certain things that she knows makes people upset, I think what we saw in the live stream from the other night was a lot of people, this could have been a result of the fact that I was sniping. Could have been a result of the fact that I was sniping, because there are some nights where Eugenia's chat is a little bit more rambunctious and other nights it's a little bit more tame. The night that I streamed, it was a bit more rambunctious and she went into sub-only mode. When she went into sub-only mode, I think that Eugenia became very angry, very infuriated, and
Yeah, she certainly did, because she fucking struck my channel that night. I can only assume it was her, because who the hell else would do that?
Result, when she went into sub-only mode, it was not very long after she did that, we started to see the flexing, and we started to see the abs, and we started to see the, oh God.
You mean the ribs? She doesn't fucking have abs. Give me a break. She doesn't have a washboard stomach. She has fucking ribs sticking out. She knows this. She's literally gaslighting her audience every time she's like, look at my abs. Those aren't abs, girlfriend. Those are ribs. You look like a starving Ethiopian child from the 80s that we used to send Live Aid to.
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't watch me for exercise videos? What do you mean? I'm not somebody to mess with, like you don't want to be messing with me. Like, obviously, I mean, take a look at these guns. Why would you ever think to mess?
Dude, I've literally seen your exercise videos, and you don't know how to fucking exercise at all. Oh my God. You have no body posture when you're doing it. You're definitely not using any dumbbells. So you're not doing strength building or anything like that. You're not doing any real stretching. You want to get down on the floor and start doing like some splits and reaching over and trying to touch your toes and shit like that. Have you ever taken a dance class, Eugenia?
With me, take a look at this. I think that she knows that makes people upset. So in response to what was going on in the chat and her being forced to go into sub-only mode to kind of calm down the chaos and everything, that was her sticking her middle finger up to everyone that was giving her a hard time that night. Yeah. So anyone who was in there kind of saying things maybe they shouldn't have, or, giving her a hard time, or, in my opinion, calling her out on her BS, I think that was Eugenia's very subtle, well, not even really subtle.
And the crap thing is, she came after my channel. I'm assuming it was her. And I don't even have a TikTok account. I'm literally not in your chat. I was not doing that. And I wouldn't do that because I'm a grown-ass woman. As are you. And you should be behaving better than this.
Very brazen, in your face F you. I know why you guys don't like me. I know what you don't like about me and what I do on the internet. I'm not going to admit it. I'm not going to give you that power. I'm not going to give you that validation. I'm going to sit here and pretend that I don't know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you guys have now come in here and annoyed me to the point that I have to go into subscriber only mode, and as a result, you're probably making me lose money. Oh yeah, let's do what they hate. Let's do what they accuse me of doing that they say is harmful. I'm going to do more of it. I'm going to throw it in their faces. And to be honest, that was the first time I have ever seen her do that. Now, again, I'm not encouraging anyone to send in harassment or, try to push this character, try to push this content creator to, their wits' end or anything. But I just think that in that scenario, we saw, or at least I saw, for one of the first times, Eugenia responding to a very emotional thing. She knows what makes people mad. She knows what annoys people. She reads the forums. She reads.
Yeah, but Jordy, I mean, like, if you really think about this, what was making her mad? What was making her mad that night? Literally just seeing your name. I don't even think Jordy is all that critical. Like, he's critical, but he's not even that critical of Eugenia. I'm probably more critical of her than he is. Like, he's constantly like trying to offer, okay, wait, I can kind of relate to that type of content when he's reviewing these videos. And yet she is so triggered by him that his mere name appearing in her chat, in Jeffrey's chat, in Paul's chat, Barb's chat, they were all getting I don't know which one of you all were doing that bullshit. I was not involved in that, but I ended up getting a strike out of that, and that's not cool. It's not cool, Eugenia, to just come after a React channel who's like, you know what? She's got an eating disorder. This is indisputable. You do. You have an eating disorder. You're lying about it. You're lying about your workout routine. I mean, there's a lot of us who have done a lot of physical, workouts throughout our lives who actually know how to work out. And you can't just fucking fake that. You can't just be like, I'm lifting my arms up over my head, doing like the rave thing in the club, so therefore I'm working out. Look, there's a lot of us who put a lot of hard work into actually like toning, building up our bodies, developing disciplines for like dance, things like that, and you're just making a mockery of it. We're supposed to just like be like, well, I guess I'm just going to turn this channel off. No, because you're going to teach my granddaughters that what you're doing is acceptable. So no, I'm not going to just turn it off. I'm going to report you at every turn, especially now that you fucking reported me.
The comments, and, I'm thinking that she doesn't like what people have to say, but people do have grounds to stand on. People do have a foundation, and I think that they can back up what they're feeling. And I do think that it has some gravity to what they're saying. So she doesn't like that, though. She doesn't want people saying that. She just wants to come on here and do her thing and, without being called out. So just was interesting to see that. It was because that was the first time in real time where we saw Eugenia, in my opinion, give a FU to the people that were giving her a hard time without actually saying, hey.
I know. I think it's important to be able to see people when they're mad, because you need to know how bad can it get, right? Like, how bad can it get?
F you guys. So, moving on into some other stuff. Just real quick, I want to talk about real briefly the concept of TikTok Live and this whole creating a sense of community. And this is something that I see in my comments sometimes.
Revoke just did a video on this morning. I'm not going to cover his whole thing because it's like an hour long, right? Even though I started kind of like in the middle of it, I'm not going to cover his whole video, but I will drop you the link. Revoke did a video this morning about this whole idea of building a community around TikTok, and how it is gambling. It what they're doing is gambling. They're trying to just throw money at people to help them win some sort of TikTok battle, and they get nothing back. Like there's not going to be a jackpot for them ever. Their big jackpot is having their name mentioned by the influencer who's battling. That is, you can check Revoke's channel to see. It's just a reel. It's a short.
Of you will comment on these videos and you'll tell me, Jord, I lost someone very close to me this past year, or I am going through a rough time. I don't really have a lot of friends right now. These videos give me comfort. These videos, give me feel like, someone to talk to, someone to, hang out with, someone to be a friend. And that's wonderful. I absolutely love that. However, I think that from what people interpret my videos to be is, I don't feel like I'm doing or saying anything on here that is super toxic, and I'm not creating a community of nastiness or anything like that. So I really appreciate when people say those kind of things, but it's also interesting to see the same kind of things be said to people like Eugenia. So for those of you out there that sort of see me or feel that I function as someone to talk with or listen to or keep on in the background while you clean, or maybe you feel like I'm a friend or something, people are also applying that same kind of activity to content creators like Eugenia Cooney. And I don't think that people that are necessarily coming to the internet looking for people to hang out with or listen to, they don't always fall into the best of hands. They don't always fall into the greatest conversations or the best communities. So I think that what some content creators do, especially like Eugenia Cooney, is they're creating a sense of community, but the sense of community, it's more financially driven, and it's more how much can she get out of you. In addition to all of the other social problematic variables that I've listed off on here of people that follow and support Eugenia, I just, the whole premise of Eugenia being on TikTok is to make money. Yep. And, we hear her say all the time, if you want to donate, that's your prerogative. If you don't, but, if you want to get closer to Eugenia, if you want to have her be happy and say your name and give you acknowledgement and interact with you and everything, how do you do that? You get out your credit card, baby. You send in a galaxy. You send in a lion. You send in. So if there are people out there,
and then you get like 1 second of gratification that your name got mentioned. That's all you get. I mean, it would be a much better investment to go to a therapist and find out why you're depressed, and like following somebody and donating money to her for her TikTok battles. I'm just being real, okay? Like if you're watching Jordy because it's kind of like soap opera content, which it is, that's why I'm following him, and it's just, giving you something to do during parts of your day, that's fine. But I've never sent any money to Jordy. Just being real. Sorry, Jordy, but no, I've never sent you any money. It's amazing to me that people are just willing to give up their money just to hear their name mentioned. Why? Why?
Again, for whatever reason, want Eugenia's attention. They want her validation. They want her approval. They want her companionship. They want her fill in the blank. God. You can buy it. You can buy it over time. I mean, think about all the times that we have heard certain usernames be uttered on her streams, years after years after years. I mean, if you were to add up all the money that people have given her over the years, it's like, I mean, Gen X Renegade probably could have given her a down payment on her own house.
Yeah, probably.
So it's kind of like, well, the whole premise of the live stream is getting people to donate. So if that's the whole premise, it's kind of like, oh, well, I like this content creator. I want to get closer to this content creator. I want to spend more time with them. I want them to acknowledge me. I want them to be my friend. I want them to. So in a way, I feel like these TikTok lives and this whole concept of e-begging that we like to make fun of and call out, it's sort of selling a false sense of community to people on the internet, whereas 15, 20 years ago, you would get that by going to a local bar or going out and, meeting people or going to an event or, that sense of community. So I don't know.
No, we had the Star Wars message boards back then, Jordy. We had the Star Wars message boards. I still have, I've literally been friends with people that I chatted with on the Star Wars message boards for over 20 years. And I've talked with them over the phone. I've met with some of them in person. I have attended a wedding. I have met them while they're traveling. And these were good people. Because you know what? It was wholesome. It was fucking wholesome. These are all people who are like quoting lines off the Star Wars movies. And it was mostly the original trilogy, but okay.
It's definitely ramped up since the coronavirus, but I don't know if this is just something that is inevitable with social media, but we're more connected than ever, can talk to, look, she can talk to 4 people at once like this, but now more than ever, even though people are so connected, people are more lonely. People are more, feel like they don't really have friends or people that they can confide in or people. So when people are feeling that way, well, money can do a lot of things. So if my goal is to make a friend out of you and I can buy that, hey, whereas in the past, that human need, that need for fulfillment of community and people that, you like to talk to and laugh with and confide in and all of that, like you would get that out in the real world. I don't know if we're moving into a world where it's just everybody after work, you go home and stay inside your house and never interact with people ever again. And you kind of just feel lonely and people are...
Well, I mean, you're kind of young, so you don't realize that is kind of where it goes. Especially if you end up having children. You're going to go home and you're going to take care of your kids. You're going to make sure that they get their homework done and that they get fed dinner and take a bath and go to bed, right? So you're spending the majority of your evening at home after potentially being at a day job, right? Unless you're a stay-at-home parent, which most people are not. Let's be real. Because most of us need to earn more income than that. But I think for these younger folks, I think he said he's 27, right? So he's just discovering this for the first time, that there is a point when you're late 20s, getting into your 30s, at which you become much more of a homebody. And so your entertainment is either going to be shit that you see on TV or shit that you see on the internet. That is where we go, right?
Are buying this friendship. They're buying this sense of community, buying validation, someone to show you excitement. So I don't really that's one of the other reasons why I don't really like TikTok. Again, I don't think that they're rendering a service. I don't think that they're really providing entertainment. And the whole premise is to get you guys to spend money. I mean, these videos are sometimes over 50 minutes long. Could you imagine if I just sat here for 50 minutes and talked to you about why you should be sending me in super chats and super thanks and donating to me and But I suppose why I'm bringing this up is maybe this can help me and everyone else kind of understand why people would come on an app like TikTok and spend money and give their money to people like Eugenia Cooney. It's mind-boggling to me just because I kind of see through it. But for people who really don't have friends or people who don't really have family and people that kind of attach themselves to these people online and create these false relationships and think that they can buy people's approval or their friendship or whatever, it sort of makes sense. So it's sort of something that I'm seeing is a little bit newer on social media. So I don't know. What do y'all think about that? Do you think that since the pandemic or even, without the pandemic, do you think that people are becoming more prone to go online to meet their human fulfillment for social interaction or validation? I don't know. Interesting little concept that I wrote up here on the little spreadsheet. All right, y'all. So we are now going to move on into some live stream coverage. I really don't know how much I have of it in terms of her being banned, because she got banned, took her stream off, came back on, turned the stream off, and then came on again. So there are a whole lot of different clips that I have, but we are going to go through it and we are going to do some live stream coverage.
Well, I imagine she probably has an account manager at every one of these platforms because she has a large enough following that she can have that representation to resolve problems. It's actually kind of surprising that it's been so difficult for her to resolve her account problems at TikTok. But honestly, TikTok, she shouldn't be online. And at some point, you need to review your terms of service and look at self-harm. Because what she's doing is self-harm.
Now, so that concludes the first part of today's episode. To us, pizza the way.
How are you guys doing? I am back, Chris. Hello. Yeah, you guys, the haters, I know they wanted me gone, but I've returned. Sharita.
Oh, right, the haters. Okay, so I guess that's me too, right? You wanted me gone, right?
Mary, thank you with the heart news, everybody. Chrissy, thank you so much with the hand hearts. What's up, Chrissy? I Steve with the heart me. Thank you so much, I Steve. Oh, it's okay. Hi, you're not offending me. It's all good. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Cynthia with the heart me. Thank you so much, everybody present that heart me up there, guys. Dee, thank you for joining the team. Thank you with the heart me. Thanks. Yeah, guys, I just got like bananaed for like a second because I guess there was a lot of people false reporting me today and just being annoying like that again.
It's not false reporting, Eugenia. You are an actual problem.
It's so weird. Like, okay, I mean, I feel like I'm somebody because there's always people that are kind of like doing that where I'll run into problems with my account sometimes and it can be so annoying. But for a while I wasn't getting like those like live restriction, like you can't go live. But it's okay. I just had to appeal it, and obviously, guys, I wasn't breaking any rules. I would never be doing that on here. So I got back in. It was just kind of like...
Obviously, she would never break rules. No, I would never do something against terms of service. There are loopholes to most rules.
Like, oh no. Like, yeah, so that's where I was. You guys who are like, where'd you go, Eugenia? That's where I was, but I'm back. You love my shirt? Thank you. Yeah, it's such a cool shirt, guys. I got this when I was at Jeffrey's store in Wyoming, and I got a couple of shirts there, and I love this one. I think it's super, super cool. I think you I get it, like on his website.
Right, because we can't have a single goddamn video without you advertising Jeffree Star and not disclosing the fact that he's donating thousands of dollars to your TikTok battles, right? It's always going to be, I'm going to dress like a teenager, I'm going to wear fishnets at fucking 29 years old. I mean, for fuck's sake, you're an adult woman. What are you doing? Dressing like a teenager going to the clubs.
Too. Oh no, do I have a spammer already? I'm like, wow, I just got that.
You like my shirt? Oh, well, if you like it so much, you should head on over to jeffreestarcosmetics.com. You can buy it there. You know, if you want to spend money.
We already got a spammer in here. Oh my gosh. Well, it's okay. I'm just gonna decline. Lisa, thank you with the hi there. Thank you. You love the Jack Christmas tree? Thank you. I just kind of felt like, you know, guys, like I love Jack Skellington so much, so it was like, okay.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't love Danny Elfman. You love a cartoon. You love a fictional character who was drawn as a skeleton, right? And you're trying to emulate him. Okay, apparently my groceries are coming. She probably doesn't even know who Danny Elfman is, right? She has no clue who that ginger is at all. She probably has never heard any Oingo Boingo songs in her life. And she's literally in love with a drawing. A drawing.
It's like, we have to bring the Jack tree back again. Oh, guys, we're at over 10,000 likes. So,
Who do you guys think set up this Jack Skellington tree in her room? Do you think that she decorates? Or do you think that the mom does it? Or do you think that they have like a maid or something?
You can hire people to do holiday decorating, Jordy. I have an entire neighborhood of people who have gotten in trouble for decorating the common areas of my HOA property because they're so bad at managing projects here that they hadn't finished the tree trimming on the palms, and it was already December, and people had actually hired companies to string up lights on the palm trees. You can't, obviously, you can't trim palms when there's lights all over them because you could potentially cut the wires and stuff. Even just climbing up the tree, because I mean, it's like a rock climbing well, anyway, I'm not going to get into all of that. I've talked about that before. But yes, you can literally hire people to decorate for you.
I mean, to have like a tree that comes in a box, like there isn't much to it. Maybe she puts it up herself. I don't know though.
everyone that is liking, thank you so much, everybody. The makeup is so cute. Thank you. Thank you. I was just kind of in a mood to like do purple today, so.
Yeah, by the way, the other video that I dropped in the comments of how she's shaking so much, she's twitching, right? The other video, her makeup was so bad. It looks like she gave herself 2 black eyes. Uh-oh. They're out of my room. All right, hold up. I gotta handle some things. Okay, I think I handled this. God damn. I mean, it's Christmas. Give me a break.
To like do purple today, so yeah, I thought I would do that. Queen has a battle? Oh no, guys, wait, when is Queen's battle? Wait, I feel bad. Is it right now? Wait, hold on one second. Okay, wait, let me see what's going on. Give me 1 second, guys. I didn't know she had a battle today.
I really don't understand why this 29-year-old woman is still wearing pigtails like that and dressing like a teenager going to the club. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I mean, yes, I was a young mother, so I had to mature a little faster than most people. But I think most people, even the ones that didn't have babies as young as I did, were somewhat domesticated, if you will, by 29. I mean, she looks like she's trying to be a 17-year-old.
Okay, so I think that shortly after this is actually when she gets off. So I don't know what that means. Queen has a battle.
I don't know.
So I'm guessing whatever that means, Queen has a battle, that means that Eugenia wants to get off so that her followers or her viewers or can go over to support Queen. So she doesn't want to be live simultaneously because then that would take away from someone else, and then in result that would be rude and mean and not kind, and Eugenia is everything but the sort.
And okay, so you guys, I might actually get off for now, and then I'll come back, I think in like, well, I'm gonna get off soon. I'm not gonna like stay live that long right now. I'm gonna be getting off like soon. Let me just reply to that. 1 second, guys, sorry. And I'm glad you guys like the makeup today. Thank you, Blood Money palette, guys. I love this palette so much. Don't worry, if you guys are
If you like my t-shirt, you can buy it here. If you like my makeup, I know a guy. I mean, at this point, does Jeffrey sell pink couches too? Did Jeffrey make all of the stuffed animals in the background? I don't know. Did he make this mirror? Did he make the
Well, he made at least 3 of them because she's got 3 of those yaks.
chandelier?
just coming in, I'll be back. If you don't already, guys, if you want to follow me, if you haven't, then it should tell you guys like when I go live, when I post videos, all that stuff. So I'm gonna get off for now, and then I'll be back. Probably. Thank you so much, G. Honestly, I always try to be a good person. I know I don't know. There's always kind of a lot of people coming in, like literally thinking I'm like the devil here or something. But I can tell you, I always just try to be like.
Oh, she loves that because she's like trying to go with the goth thing. Look, I used to be a goth in high school too, Eugenia, and I was never as fucked up in the head as you are. I can't even with you. Like, literally, I was a goth throughout high school. But you know what? I grew up. You're 29, for fuck's sake.
The best person I can be. I really don't ever try to like do anything wrong. So I mean, yeah. But that was crazy, guys. Oh my gosh. For real. He is like absolutely killing it there.
By the way, when I was a goth, it was highly frowned upon to listen to pop music. There is no way we would have had Britney Spears and Lady Gaga and all that playing in the background. We would have had The Cure, Susie and the Banshees, The Mission UK. You know, like, we would have had goth bands playing in the background. So I don't know what kind of fucking illusion you're trying to do here, Eugenia, because you're not a real goth. If you're like, oh yes, I love all this pop music, Look, I'm not saying that there's a problem with loving pop music, but stop acting like you're a goth if that's what you're into, because it's not the same thing at all. Goth is basically an underground culture, and you never leave the house. So how the hell would you know what it is? You know, you're trying to act like this emo. And you have no clue what the culture is. And you just look like a fucking idiot trying to impersonate this subcultural genre, basically. You know, a lot of the punk bands from the 80s actually then evolved into rockabilly. You like that too, Eugenia? I don't think so. You're listening to Britney Spears and Lady Gaga all the time, right? And Paramore. You have no taste in music, and that's a big part of the goth culture. Do you got any Bauhaus in your house? Like, are you listening to Bauhaus at all? Joy Division? Love and Rockets? I mean, even like more recent bands like Radiohead. You listen to Radiohead? I don't think you do you? So why are you trying to impersonate what's happening here? Guess my groceries are coming.
Oh my gosh, Ollie, you're amazing. Thank you again with all those clappers there.
Never try to do anything wrong. So if I am doing something wrong, that's not my intention. So if it's occurring, I don't mean for it to occur. So therefore, it's not my fault. That's not the way it works. That's not the way it works.
I didn't mean for it to
Just because you're not deliberately doing something in your mind, that doesn't mean that it isn't still occurring. And this is kind of what I was talking about earlier. Does she acknowledge or know? Or does she know and not care? Or does she genuinely...
I'm just going to go back to the fact that, they keep telling us that we are responsible for our kids and what they do online. And yet, when we're reviewing this type of content and we say, hey, this is problematic, they're like, well, just watch a different channel. No, give me a way to block it. Give me a way to actually, block this from my kids. Please. You're going to put this anorexic bitch who is gaslighting her audience on several different social media platforms. Then you need to give us a way to age restrict it, block it, do something about it, because if it's our responsibility, it's my fucking responsibility. But oh yes, Eugenia is like, oh no, just watch another channel. Okay, thanks a lot for that, Eugenia. Thanks for putting your skeletal body up online and telling my granddaughters that that's okay.
She's just ignorant. Or is that just kind of the way that she justifies it to herself? She can kind of see the point of what people say, but that's not what she's intending to do. So therefore, she's in the clear.
That was super crazy. Thank you so much. Wow, guys, it's officially the last day of Live Fest today.
Good.
What crazy. I bet this is...
Oh, no more Live Fest? Oh my gosh, Christmas came early. We don't have to hear about this anymore. Oh, yes. We can go back to hearing about the generic gifts. We don't have to be hearing about bracelet goals and all this. Oh, I'm so happy. Live Fest is over.
Then, but yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a little bit spammed right now. I'm just like, whoa. Oh my gosh. What's happening? How long will I be on live for tonight? I don't know. I mean, I'm not really that tired right now, guys. So, we'll see. I might stay on a while. Like, yeah, I'm not really too tired. Hi, Chloe. How are you? Thank you, Butterflies, so much for sharing out the live.
Yeah, I want to say that she stayed on till about 4:30 a.m. I want to say that's when she got off.
If you guys want to share out the live, guys, and double tap to like, that would be amazing. Guys, we're now at 100,000.
God damn, dude. That's longer than I was on the Zoom call with my boyfriend last night. Fuck's sake. I mean, I have some stamina, but 4:30? Fuck's sake.
Likes. So everyone liking and double tapping the screen. Thank you guys so much. Emma, thank you for the follow. Jeffrey is honestly one of the most like amazing people that I've ever known. And
why do you keep saying that? That's so fucking desperate, Eugenia. Why? Why do you do that? And you're not disclosing the fact that he's donating to your TikTok battles and you're advertising him on every live stream. Look, I have a lot of friends. There is nobody in my life that I promote like that.
also, I'm so happy for him, guys. Like, with me at this point, I'm like, I think I get to go to Live Fest, first of all, guys, because back when we did, like, those ticket votes, which anyone that was around for that, I'm so sorry if it wasn't...
Well, wait a second. Now she thinks that she gets to go to Live Fest? The other day, it was a done deal. She said that she received the same email that Paul received and that she was invited out to LA. She didn't want to say when it was, but we all know it's like the third week of January. But now she's saying that she thinks that she gets to go?
Oh, no.
Oh, this is interesting. Am I not remembering this correctly? I could have sworn that she had just said a day or two ago that she was for sure invited. She received the email. Because she said that whole thing about, oh, I just didn't check my email. I didn't realize that I got the email. So actually, I got invited last Thursday. I just didn't, find out until today.
Right.
Did I dream that? I could have sworn she told us that. I think I get to go to Live Fest. Oh.
Annoying. But such a big thank you to everybody that was, like, voting for me with that and everything. And yeah, so I think we do get to go to that, which is awesome. And at this point, I'm just...
She said it twice. So yeah, she's really backing off on this one. Okay, Eugenia, you want to tell us what really fucking happened? Are you going or are you not going? Do you know? Did they actually give you a definite confirmation that you've been invited? Or are you trying to fuck with your audience again?
so happy that Jeffrey is doing so well in Live Fest. I'm like, he deserves to be number one. I'm so happy he's top 3 because I know, like, this Live Fest thing, it's just been so, like, insane and crazy. So at this point...
Yeah, they're all going to get to go together. She's going to go, Paul's going to go, Jeffrey's going to go. I don't know if Barb's qualified. It'll just be Eugenia and Jeffrey and Paul on red carpet, all body checking.
No, it's going to be Eugenia just hanging out at the hotel because it sounds like she didn't actually get invited. She'll probably fly out there and, like, go to WeHo with them for, like, after parties, but it sounds like she didn't actually get invited.
And Barb's with a with an unflattering webcam angle, eating a bag of chips. Oh, that's our fave four of TikTok.
I'm just like, yes, like Jeffrey from Live Fest. So I'm just so happy for him with everything.
And remember, Jeffrey didn't want to go. He didn't care. He didn't care about any of this Live Fest stuff until he realized that there was going to be an event that a lot of people were going to be at. So in the past few weeks, has tried to get in with the Live Fest stuff and tried to get up in the rankings so that he can, be a big shit at this event. Because then, therefore it becomes an opportunity.
Yeah, he just wanted to compete with that other couple that showed up to his launch party at his store in Casper, Wyoming, right? So that was the first time he started talking about how important Live Fest was to him. This is literally just a hate campaign on his part.
For him to make money.
You killed it. I was like, oh my gosh, of course, guys. I'm just always happy to be able to help him. Like, honestly, he's been like one of the best friends that like I've ever had. And I can never say enough good things about him, honestly, ever. So if I'm ever able to help him, like, in any way, then I'm just always really happy to be able to do that. And he obviously, like, he always deserves the support.
Why? Why?
Disclose the sponsorship, Eugenia. You know the FEC is going to come down on you. All this shit's going to get cracked down on, and you're going to be one of the people they come after because you've been trying to sell his cosmetics now for months. And you're not saying that you're sponsored, despite the fact that he's putting thousands of dollars into your TikTok battles. It is a financial exchange, right? So, I don't know what you're trying to get away with here.
I know I've asked this 1,000 times, but will she ever follow up with that? Other than telling us that he's an amazing, wonderful person, can you explain a little bit more why that is? Just because he creates cosmetics that you like to use, and because he invited you out to Wyoming, and because he's someone that you've known about for 15 years, back from MySpace days, what exactly does Jeffrey do that makes TikTok a better place, as you like to put it? Why does he deserve it? Why does he deserve number one? Why does he deserve all of these donations? Why does someone worth over $100 million deserve gifts to be sent to him on this little app?
Am I going on a shopping stream still? Well, not today. Today, guys, well, we had to, like, go out to, like, my mom, like, she had to get, like, her car to get, like, some kind of service. We did that really early today. And then we just kind of had a lot of people, like, around the house, like, just kind of, like, people doing outside work and things like that. So I didn't get to go shopping today. Maybe this weekend at some point. Maybe I'll do some kind of shopping stream if you guys would like that, maybe.
Okay.
So what she's referring to right here is Jeffrey 3-4 days ago did a Walmart stream where he went to the local Walmart in Casper, Wyoming, and walked around and apparently berated a middle
yeah, I watched that. That was fucking horrible. This is like I'm super rich and I'm going to mingle with the peons kind of shit. That stream was so bad, and he had Barb's and Crystal with him because he's doing a lot to try and get away from the fact that he dropped the N-word and had to apologize for it. So he's like, see, I have some token black people in my life, right? That trip to Walmart was so disgusting. And I just ran out of time to cover it, but because I had other things going on, and I've been also very tired again, so I'm probably gonna have to like up the potassium tablets again.
minimum wage employee. So the next day he did a Target stream. And Eugenia thought, oh, Jeffrey went to Walmart. Jeffrey went to Target. Maybe I should go to Walmart. Maybe I should go to Target. Maybe I should film a vlog. If Jeffrey did it, I should do it too. So people were asking her, are you going to do that? Because she alluded to it 2 days ago that she was going to do it. But
okay, hold up. I think my groceries are here. Okay. Well, Stacy was very nice. I just got my groceries. I have put them away. Let's see what else Jordy has to say.
She wasn't able to today because her mom got her car serviced and she had to go with her. And then they had people doing yard work at their house.
No, she didn't have to go with her. It was, her mom can't drive her around right now because the car is being serviced. And despite the fact that she supposedly has a driver's license, she, with all of her riches from these TikTok battles, has still not bought a car and provided herself with her own transportation.
House. Okay. Well, I mean, Target opens at what, like 10 a.m.? So if I don't know what her definition of really early is, but if she went and got the car serviced at like 8 a.m., I mean, they were probably out of there maybe even before Target opened. So the whole day was taken up by the fact that you guys had people doing yard work at your house. Doesn't she? But, you know, and another thing, it's like, don't you have a license now, Eugenia? You told us recently that you have a driver's license. Mm-hmm. So I guess that if she wants to do this, go to Walmart or go to Target.
And there's also 2 other people that supposedly live at that house, the dad and the brother. So why can't they be there for the yard work? But okay.
Vlog shop with me thing. It has to be in an accompaniment with Deb. But which is sort of contradictory because she told us recently that if she gets to go to the Live Fest event in LA, she's going alone. She's not going to go with Deb. So you have to go to the local Target or the local Walmart with Deb, but you're going to fly out to LA alone? Huh.
Mm-hmm. What shoes am I wearing? Oh my gosh, guys, you want to see my shoes? Jeffrey was actually telling me in his live earlier that he liked them, and I was like, yay! That makes me so happy.
Oh God, Jeffrey said that he liked them. We're gonna see these every day now.
Yep. Ew, I'm like obsessed. I think they're so cute. Mm-hmm. So wait for you guys to see them. They're actually Monster High. What do you guys think?
I think they look like roller
I love
skates.
these. I think these are so cool.
I think they look like roller skates or ice skates or something. I would definitely not be wearing those shoes. They look weirdly large on the bottom. Well, I mean, that might be part of your like body frame, that your ankles are so fucking skinny, right? But they look fat as fuck. Just being real with you, okay? And they look like something bulky that you would wear to go ice skating or roller skating. Like, well, I guess I'm glad that Jeffrey likes them.
So that's today's shoes.
Wow.
Oh, Eugenia and her club kid boots.
I guess.
Patty. All right, guys, let's see. One.
Yeah.
Christmas night. Everyone has been double tapping the screen. Thank you guys so much.
You're a mean one.
So.
Is she gonna make fun of the immigrants again?
I can't get over that Pegasus gift. Like.
Why does she even...
Oh my gosh,
this is one thing I don't understand. If, like, She's just going to constantly make fun of immigrants and people from other countries and stuff like that. Why does she even accept their requests to battle? Is the entire point to just make fun of black and brown people, Eugenia? Is that the whole goddamn point? By the way, you cannot, like I already said this at the beginning of the stream, but you cannot call these people scammers when you're literally doing the same fucking thing they're doing. You can't say that, well, they're scamming and I'm doing this for real. What are you even talking about? You're begging for money just like they are.
You're so much for gifting 3 subs. Ollie, you're so amazing. Ollie, you just completed our sub wave. Oh. Honestly, Ollie, I really did not think we were going to be able to complete that. I was like, it's about to end.
Right.
But thanks to you, we now have like 3 more subs, which is amazing. And oh my gosh, I'm so happy that like a bunch more of you guys now get to be like subscribers and stuff. Ollie, gosh, bring it on with the... Oh, Jeffrey, welcome back in. Hi. Jeffrey. Oh, Jeffrey, thank you again for that Pegasus. Oh my gosh. And for everything, Jeffrey. You're seriously the best. Oh my gosh. I can't get over that Pegasus gift, like for real. And like TikTok lately, like with some of these gifts at level 50, it's so beautiful. And I can never thank you enough for gifting it to us, Jeffrey. Thank you. Aw, we do love us a unicorn, guys. And guys, like, I really, really love unicorns. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh. Amelia, thank you for the hanging lights. Thank you so much. You love the Jeffrey shirt? Thank you. I love this Jeffrey shirt. Yeah, guys, I got this like when I was in Wyoming, like at Jeffrey's store. And Jeffrey also has like the best merch ever. So I was like, oh, it's such a cool shirt.
If you say so. I mean, like, there's no way I would put that guy's face on my chest. But if that's how you want to roll, Eugenia.
It kind of reminds me of like MySpace times in a way. Like, I love it. Isn't the shirt beautiful, guys? Yes.
She's dating herself.
I want to say something real quick about that comment. When I first started making Eugenia videos, I think the first video that I ever made was her walking up to some chicken coop. And I was looking at her and I was seeing like the studded belt and the gothic clothing. And she looked like she just walked out of 2008 Hot Topic. And in my reaction video, I said her style was very MySpace. That's the word that I used to describe her. And when Eugenia caught wind of my channel and some of the things that I was saying to describe her, she came on here one time and said, didn't say my name directly, but this was back when she didn't know who I was. You know, I was still a she and all that stuff. So she came on here and said something along the lines of, apparently my style is very MySpace. It rolled her eyes. But now we're using that.
I had the same thing happen with Amber Lynn because I was formerly a hairdresser, and I pointed out that when she said she was using a crimping iron, that could not possibly have been a crimping iron, because a crimping iron is, okay, especially for those of you who were kids in the 80s, right? It's like a triangle shape, right? And probably the best example of a use of a crimping iron is the Bangles video, Walk Like an Egyptian. And then a few days later, she's like, some people say I'm not using a crimping iron. I really am. It's a crimping iron. You know what? Just because it potentially might be shaped in such a way that you're doing your hair in like patches, right? That doesn't mean it's crimping. Crimping is Amber. Crimping is when you have like the walk like an Egyptian hairstyle. Okay, it's something that was going on in the 80s, and almost nobody does it anymore.
To describe ourselves because what I'm guessing Jeffrey likes that. It kind of reminds me of MySpace. But when I described you as MySpace some months ago, I got an eye roll.
It's a cool shirt. It kind of reminds me of like MySpace times in a way. Like, I love it. Isn't the shirt beautiful?
MySpace was such shit. You had to like get all these codes and stuff to decorate your wall. It was so complicated and stupid. And for those of us that were already adults when it was, reaching its heyday. So for me, I was involved in MySpace probably around like 2005, 2006, around that time frame. And it was just like, really, I gotta like dig up these codes to have background stuff. It's really dumb. I'm finding out that like coworkers are like posting online during the middle of the day when they're supposed to be doing their jobs, and now I feel awkward about that. Like, it was the dumbest ass, like. And then switching over to Facebook was even worse because my boyfriend accused me of wanting to join Facebook because it was a dating application, which it totally is not. But I wanted to join because I found out a friend of mine from high school had passed away, and there was a memorial page on Facebook, and the only way I could see it was if I started an account.
Yes. I think you could also get it on like Jeffree Star Cosmetics. So yeah. Oh guys, let's say hi to Paul. Paul and
These are like stylish sweatpants. Let's just be honest. Jeans aren't comfortable and everything feels...
say hi. Hi Paul. How are
Girl.
Okay.
How are you?
Hi Debbie. I'm good.
How are you?
You play with
I
your
love
hair.
this shirt. I want this shirt so bad.
Well, I was gonna say you got the Jeffree shirt on today too. I love it.
No, not us rocking all the merch all the time.
Actually, this is probably gonna sound like, it might sound crazy, but I thought it would look good on my mom. I actually just got that same one from my mom.
This one?
Yeah, she was like, I was like showing her stuff on the website, and she was like, oh, Jeffree, like, he's so cool. He's got the best merch. Like, I don't love one. So I was like, yeah, let me buy one for her.
I can't. Okay, wait. There's only like 10 more minutes. How can you guys act like such minions? Like, this is so bad.
I need to get it. Okay, so when Deb goes to get her car detailed at 6 a.m., she shows up in a pink and white splattered Jeffree Star Cosmetics hoodie. Got it.
The Jeffree Star. I was like looking at the cloud one, the blue, like the light blue one. I want to
Cloud
get
one? Yeah, I have that one. That one's super, super cute. I love that one.
pretty soft.
It is. It's super soft. It's super comfortable. It's really nice and warm too. Like, it's kind of like, where are you from, Sebby?
I'm in Southern Illinois.
Yeah, thank you for the gingerbread man party. I love that gift. So sorry, Sebby. Where did you say you're from? I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. Southern Illinois. Like,
Oh, Southern Illinois. Nice. Okay, cool.
I grew up in Maine my whole life, so.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm from Connecticut, so not too crazy far.
No.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Hi, class. Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you guys. Hello, hello.
You want to run a four-way? Okay. Now, I've told y'all in the past that I'm not very good at determining someone's age.
Okay.
This person looks like they're 16.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, you're not wrong.
So, I mean, Eugenia, who's pushing 30, I don't know how old these two are. And then what appears to be a 16-year-old just joins the room. Okay.
I'm
Send
down.
me
If you guys
and Eugenia.
run a four-way, I'm totally down.
Her name is Eugenia.
Yeah, I'm Eugenia. Hopefully I'm saying you guys' names right. It's Slav and Sebi, right?
That's right.
Yay! Okay, I'm glad I'm saying you guys' names correctly. Gee, with the gingerbread men party!
Glasses guy up here, his audio has feedback, and it's kind of driving me crazy.
Okay.
How long does this go? Oh gosh, he stays and stays and stays and stays. Okay, he's gone.
Okay.
All right, girl with white headphones takes his place.
Like at 740, like 7.
Oh, Jeffrey, I'm so obsessed with this lip oil. Guys, this...
Okay. And then she and Paul do a little promo moment here of the new coffee skincare line.
Great.
Just this screenshot right here, just this, like Paul holding up the coffee item, Eugenia holding up her coffee item. It's just buy this shit.
Yep.
Just, I love this freeze frame.
coffee lip oil. It's like the absolute best. I'm like obsessed with it.
I'm using this
Oh my
one now.
God, Queen. Thank you so much for coming by, Queen. So much love to you, and I hope you have an amazing night. You're the best, Queen. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Everybody in chat, MVP Queen right now, guys. Put
Yeah,
in
we just need 1,450 points. So that's a galaxy and a money gun, or 3 money guns to catch this speed.
all the money guns, Jeffrey.
So he needs someone to send in a galaxy, and he needs a few money guns to meet some type of goal.
Right.
To be on some type of fake track to meet some destination that once they get to it, it just starts all over again. So he needs, how much is a galaxy? Like $17? So he quite literally just then asked, all right, would someone send in $17, then however much a money gun is? But they don't ask people for money. No. They don't encourage people. You can do what you want. I mean, I'm not forcing anyone to do anything. Come on, guys, let's go. We just need a money gun and a galaxy. Come on. People can do what they want with their money. Oh my gosh.
There's 179 of you in here. I know that we can do it, chat. 3 money guns.
Jeffrey, if anyone ever messes with you, I always got you. If anyone
Oh my
ever
gosh, Jeffrey. Thank you so much.
they're way low. Seriously. Like, I'll come for them. I'll be really
Oh
scared.
my god. Thank you for the money guns. Let's go.
Ollie Oblox! Oh my gosh, Ollie with the money gun, our title gifter!
Go.
Oh my god!
Wow, Ollie, you should be really proud of yourself. They asked for a galaxy and a money gun, and you provided the money gun. Wow, you're really helping out the world here.
Oh, Paul, look at you!
Let's go with the live fast grand finale.
Oh, Paul coming back there. Ollie, thank you so much for the money guns. Oh,
Thanks.
Jeffrey with the live fest show. Jeffrey.
Amanda.
Oh, Jeffrey, I love you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you. Jeffrey is the GOAT, guys. Jeffrey is like the absolute best ever.
You think
He's the
so?
goat of the app, that's for sure. He's the MVP of this app.
He is the MVP of TikTok, like 100%. Thank you so much.
I can't. Them both sitting here in Jeffree Star Cosmetics merch, wearing Jeffree Star Cosmetics on their faces, talking about how he's the GOAT and the best, and he changed the app and made it a better place. I mean, this is like when employees are told to talk about how good the company is. It's like, well, you're giving me a paycheck, and you want me to talk about how good you are. It's like, obviously they're going to have nice things to say.
Peeps, thank you so much, G.
It's crazy how much one person can change an app. Like, like
True.
higher levels of like the gifter level and different gifts and so many other things are going to probably happen sooner than they would have otherwise.
Definitely. Like, I feel like he's made like so many great things happen for this app, and a lot of the gifts we see, a lot of like, and also just he's shown so much love to so many people, and I just.
Okay, so we are finally provided with an example of how Jeffree made this app better. About how Jeffree Star makes TikTok a better place. There are new gifts that you can send to people. There is a new way to send in emojis or stickers or, some sort of animated cartoon thing that equals a dollar amount because of Jeffree. That's making TikTok a better place.
Okay.
And in terms of the whole, he shows people a lot of love. So, okay, Eugenia. So when he comes in your battles and sends you galaxies and all these things, that's him showing you love.
Mm-hmm.
Sending a rich girl more money. Love.
The same guy who's also in the chat telling you to trash talk Musa, and who is featured on his own live stream calling a fellow TikToker the C word. Yeah, he's a real stand-up guy, Eugenia.
Love. That's her definition of love, and giving someone love.
Feel like, like just really made it like a way like better place. Like Paul, like before, like I think Jeffree came on the lives. Like I would see just like the most random lives. Like I would see people like peeling eggs, and I don't know if you've ever seen those. I never have done it.
Wow.
Did you see that? Like there would always be like these crazy like eggs.
So you're going to critique someone that would come on a live battle and peel an egg, but say that what you do on here is more entertaining or more valuable?
Yes, of course.
Honestly, I think that someone coming on a TikTok live battle and peeling an egg is rendering more of a service or is providing more entertainment than what you guys do.
Mm-hmm.
Just hyping people up and encouraging people to send money. I'd rather watch someone peel an egg.
Peeling streams?
Yeah, where they would peel the egg off the sack.
What? Like they wouldn't want to crack it. They would just kind of like peel like the shell.
I haven't seen that in a long time. That's really funny that you mentioned that.
They just made TikTok Live such a better place. Like now there's like people doing cool stuff. There's people like talking. People like the Walmart stream the other day.
There's people talking. Did you hear that? Now that Jeffree Star has come to the app and he's brought along his great graces and his amazing aura, people are talking. So before Jeffree Star began doing TikTok live battles and changed the world as we know it, people would come on TikTok live and peel eggs in silence. Now people are talking. Oh, good Lord. And then the second example that she cites, in addition to people talking, that's what Jeffree brought to the platform. People are now communicating, okay? So in addition to that, he went to Walmart the other day and he filmed himself in Walmart.
That's a pretty bad video. Okay, I'm going to grab the link on this, drop it in the description, and I'm gonna go make myself a bagel. I mean, this is some bullshit.